Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Gabriela Bitar, and I'm going to do my spotlight on a small business on Marble Sweets Cafe. So let's go ahead and take a look. Hello, Mr. Hadid.
Hello.
Here we have Mr. Justin Hadid, and he is the official owner of Marble Sweets. Do you mind if I ask you a few questions about your business?
Yeah,
Let's go ahead. So, Mr. Hadid, I'm really interested in your place. It looks amazing, by the way.
Thank you.
And what type of business do you have?
Well, we have a cafe business and slash internet cafe, where we deal with things like coffee, pastries, sweets, and other kinds of beverages, smoothies, even ice cream. But then we also have a study room that is mainly catered towards students and people that just need a quiet place to stay and to do work. And it's open 24 hours to all of the people who live within the compound. And it is for a fee, a monthly fee, we have a subscription where people are able to basically have a membership and have access 24 hours.
Amazing, amazing. Where's Marble Sweets located?
Marble Sweets is currently located within Marble Hill, which is right next to Trade Winds. And it's within the compound of Marble Sweets Apartments.
I'm really interested in your place. It looks amazing, by the way.
Thank you.
And what type of business do you have?
Well, we have a cafe business and slash internet cafe, where we deal with things like coffee, pastries, sweets, and other kinds of beverages, smoothies, even ice cream. But then we also have a study room that is mainly catered towards students and people that just need a quiet place to stay.
Where is Marble Sweets located?
Marble Sweets is currently located within Marble Hill, which is right next to Trade Winds. And it's within the compound of Marble Sweets Apartments.
Are you an entrepreneur, or is this a partnership type of business?
So I am an entrepreneur. My parents basically gave me a chance to take over their real estate company, and I've been doing that for about 2 years. And after 2 years, I decided I wanted to go and do my own thing, and so I found a hole in the market that basically would fill the demand for students and for retirees and people who just want to get work done in a quiet place, and also be able to get like a good cup of coffee. And so that's kind of just how I decided to take on this entrepreneurship opportunity.
Amazing. Do you mind telling me and giving me more insights about how the business started?
Yeah, sure. Basically, we had a problem within our compound that revolved around the internet quality at the time. And that was due to our own setup before I came and took over. And so my main way of being able to combat that without basically having a technological overhaul across all of the apartments was to essentially build a internet building and make sure that the internet that's going to that building is secure. And that's kind of how it started. It started as like an internet building, and over time it morphed into, maybe we can turn this into a cafe, and then morphed more into more of like a convenience factor. And then before we knew it, it became a blend of the two. And now we have basically a building that is 1/4 cafe and 3/4 study room. And so we welcome anybody that basically is able to come in and do their work, and all they have to do is pay a small fee, and that's it.
So, Mr. Hadid, what kind of services and products do you offer?
We offer coffee, other beverages like smoothies, frappuccinos, even affogatos, ice cream, macchiatos, and basically anything that has coffee in it. We try our best to produce the best quality of that. And then on the side, we also provide some pastries, both savory and sweet. And then we also have a system in place where people who are not tenants that will require additional access after cafe hours are able to pay a monthly fee that allows them to have access to the study area past cafe hours, basically 24 hours a day.
I also see you have some snacks.
Yes. So part of what we provide is we provide certain convenience factors for the people who live in the area. And so those are typically the Marble Sweets apartments tenants. And so we try our best to bring in products and goods that are going to alleviate any pressures of them having to leave their home or even leave their area. So many of our tenants don't have to leave the compound for weeks at a time.
Yeah.
And that's because of the things that we're able to provide over here.
It is really good to have like comfort snacks for some students who come to the study zone and everything.
Yeah, and we even have some convenience store items like you can get toilet paper, you can get bounty paper, you can get scrubs, you can get, we also have our own branded shampoo and conditioner, tissue, sanitizer, and soap. So we have all of our own stuff here. You basically never have to leave the compound.
Amazing. By what means do you raise capital?
So we raise capital a few different ways. One of our main ways, which is basically what we did from the start, is you basically have to spend $15 in our cafe in order to get access to the study room, which is our basically catering to our main target audience. And so that, but alternatively, we have for people who come more regularly, they can spend a fee of 150 EC a month, and they are able to have 24-hour access to the study room, regardless of whether the cafe is open or not. And while the cafe is open, that also means that they don't have to pay that $15 minimum purchase requirement. So it saves them money, and it allows us to raise capital on a monthly basis, as well as making our customers feel happier. And they also receive a little key fob that allows them to access the back door. That makes it a lot easier for them.
Great. And do you think you have competitors? And if you do, who do you think, like, who are your competitors?
I would say when it comes to the caffeine business, I do definitely have a few competitors. Those would be things like Sips and Tips, Caffeine that just opened up, and a bunch of other cafes that have just recently just popped up, which I have to say I don't really view them as competitors to a certain extent. I more so view them as examples and ways that avenues for growth and learning, where I can kind of see the things that they do and the industry standard that they adhere to, and figure out a way that I'm able to kind of create my own path in that same industry and do something a little bit different rather than following the same thing that everyone else has been doing.
Amazing. Different, like you have study zones, and you always like to have students.
Yep. And there's a high emphasis on greed in the industry, where there's very high margins that don't need to be there. So most of the time, most of the places you would purchase from, they're using low quality ingredients and always charging you a high premium. Whereas we kind of do the opposite, when we charge you a fair rate and we still use premium ingredients. Because to me, the profits on my sales is not the most important to me. My main goal is to build a loyal customer base and create a culture around my business.
What advice would you give to anyone who's thinking of starting a small business?
Well, the first piece of advice I would give them is just to make sure that you become an expert of your industry before you get into that industry, just so that you're able to figure out what the standards are and where you're willing to break them and take it above and beyond. Because as a small business, it really is important to be aware of many factors, because when you start one, you're basically fighting an uphill battle. And so you want to make sure that you're taking care of all of these elements. And if you, let's say you have a poor location, or you have poor marketing, or you don't invest properly in the quality of your goods, or you don't even target your customers in the correct way, you could invest all the money in the world and it won't go anywhere. And so the better informed you are on the industry that you're entering, the more likely you will be successful.
Amazing. Thank you so much. Guys, this is the official owner of Marble Sweets. It was very nice meeting you.
Nice meeting you.
And I look forward to coming to visit this place again.
Thank you. You're welcome. All right, so this is where we make all of our coffee. This is basically our kitchen. We have our convenience store items over here with our snacks, and this is where our students come to study and order drinks. So while they wait, they sit down and relax. We also have a gallery out there for people who want to sit study room. We have the fires.